Hi, Mr. Matthews. Good afternoon. I hope you're having a great week. When I was in 7th grade, I went to Hawaii with my mom, my sister, two girls who were like my sisters, and their mom. One of the girls that I went with was named Emileigh, and she recently passed away in a tragic car crash. One of my fondest memories I have with Emileigh is something that happened to her at our visit to Pearl Harbor. When I skimmed over the video options, I instantly wanted to pick the Pearl Harbor address because Pearl Harbor now holds a special place in my heart. I chose to listen to Franklin D Roosevelt's Pearl Harbor address to the nation that was delivered on December 8, 1941 in Washington, D.C. As a President of the United States, it is important to make sure that the country is up to date on everything that is happening, and that's what President Roosevelt was doing in this video. The main point of the Pearl Harbor address to the nation speech was that Franklin D. Roosevelt, the current president at the time, was speaking in person to the Vice President, the Speaker of the House, the Senate, the House of Representatives, and most importantly, informing the nation of the Naval and Air Force attack on Pearl Harbor in Oahu, Hawaii, that happened on December 7, 1941, just the day before. Also, he was addressing to the United States that the U.S. was going to war with Japan. Summing up the address, President Roosevelt is saying that the United States was blindsided by this attack because as what he thought was in good standing with Japan. He states that severe damage had been done to the American naval and military forces. President Roosevelt is informing the nation that this was a planned attack and that 6 other places were attacked as well. President Roosevelt is trying to assure the nation that the United States is in great danger. The United States is taking every measure that it can to make sure the nation stays safe. I was able to pick up on a few nonverbal clues used by President Roosevelt. I really thought it was kind of a difficult challenge when watching this particular address. However, if I were able to watch this Pearl Harbor address again with no sound, I would still be able to figure out that this was regarding a serious matter. Based on the clothes that President Roosevelt was wearing, his former posture that he was using, and the location of the address, I could gather that this address was very serious. The nonverbal cues were kind of difficult to pick on because the quality of the video was not very good, and the sound not very good. But I was still able to get good vibes on what was going on in the video. I was really trying to focus on the address, but with the video quality not being very good and the sound being quite fuzzy, it really made it hard to listen to the address being given. I was trying to make out what was on the screen, and in result of that, I missed what was being said. I had to rewatch this video numerous times to make sure I had heard everything correctly. I am doing my homework at my house, which means I have encountered many distractions. Some of the distractions that I've came across were a crying baby, a barking dog, the TV in the background that my husband was watching, and the cars and trucks going up and down the street. These are everyday distractions that I deal with a lot. I really felt that these distractions would have no effect on my listening because it's something that I hear on a daily basis. However, I was wrong. Even though these distractions are something that I have to deal with a lot, they cause me not to fully listen to this address. I had to rewatch this video over and over a few times to fully listen to it all. I tried to block out all the background noise, however, I now know that definitely still affects my listening. Like I said earlier, I had to listen to the video numerous times to make sure I heard everything correctly. I may think that some things don't affect my listening, but after this assignment, I realized that the slightest things, even the things I'm used to, get me distracted. Something I have struggled with is that I constantly try to multitask while doing other things, as listening to something or trying to do homework and other things at the same time. It's something that I'm working on and I try to do a lot, but I'm not good at. It's definitely something that needs improvement. Thank you.